I don't really consider this as a drone. I see this more of like a camera that can fly itself. And if you are a solo creator like me who doesn't really have a second person helping them to shoot any videos, this is one of those more useful things that I've added in my workflow this year. This is the HOVERAir X1 Pro Max. Essentially, it's a mini drone with AI tracking. So you literally hold it in your palm, press one button, and it just takes off and starts following you. It features a 16mm lens on the front gimbal, and in terms of resolution, it can shoot up to 8K in 30 frames per second. Now it has a bunch of built-in shooting modes that you can use to fly this drone in different kind of patterns by itself, but I'll get into that later in this video. Design-wise, it's really lightweight, but it's also built tough using this highly elastic plastic material, which is really hard to break. And it's really small enough that you can carry in your everyday carry backpack, and it's not going to take a lot of space. Now in terms of hardware features, it comes with these 4 props and these 4 prop guards, which, like I said again, it's really built tough, and you can easily fly this like even indoors, so you don't really have to worry about breaking it that easily. Now there are multiple sensors around this drone that will make sure to avoid any kind of obstacles, such as one in the back and there is one in the bottom, so that will cover like all the ground stuff or anything that is behind. And in the front, like I said, we already have the camera itself. And on the top right here, that's where you can get access to the battery itself, and once you are done, you can actually put the new battery in just like this, and you're pretty much ready to go. And if you get a combo, you also get a charger and extra battery, which in my testing lasted for around like 15 minutes each, so 30 minutes in total. And it also has this micro SD card slot, so you can put your own memory card, but in case if you forgot that, it also has a built-in 64GB of storage, which I think should be the new normal for any kind of tech that comes out from 2026, that they should at least have some kind of basic built-in memory storage. Honestly, for most people, this is all you need to know to get started using it. It's pretty straightforward. You place it in your palm, you press the button, and it starts flying. And if you want it back, you just hold your hand underneath and it's just going to land on your palm, and that's it. And that's pretty much the whole workflow, because not everybody wants to like do crazy moves with their drone and try to become pro at like operating stuff. Sometimes you just want something that just works by itself instead of you controlling it while you are like trying to record yourself. And I think that's where this really excels. But let's say if you ever want to have a manual control over this drone, then you can just simply connect this with iPhone and start using their Hover app, which will give you access to control your drone just using your iPhone. And you can pretty much do everything like going forward, moving back, going up and down, tilt, everything. And it also makes it really easy to monitor the shot that you're trying to get. But let's say if you ever want to go full pilot mode, then you can also get this separate controller, which will allow you to control your drone using these simple hand movements. But since I'm shooting all of my videos alone, I never needed it. Generally, the way I use this flying camera in my workflow is when I'm filming myself doing something like, taking a picture of something else and I want to record my own B-roll, or let's say if I'm unboxing something on my desk, then I can just have this drone hovering next to me and it's going to record a unique angle of me using that piece of tech. And I feel like sometimes not setting up like a tripod for each different angles and just having this small drone that can capture the same thing that my tripod can, I would always go for the drone. Like I said, it has built-in flight modes, and this is where things get really interesting. So the mode that I use most is this hover mode, which is essentially a flying tripod. It kind of pretty much locks in the place and hold the shot so wherever you want, such as like if I want this top-down shot of me sitting on a desk that is really hard to get from tripod because I don't really have that long tripod, then I can just hover this drone right above me and get this really super cool perspective of me doing something on my desk. My second favorite is going to be the follow mode, and this is where, let's say if you're running or like just walking and you want your drone to just follow you, then this mode comes really handy because it does a great job keeping up with you. And with this camera, you can also shoot in vertical 4K as well, so you don't really have to worry about either you're shooting horizontal or vertical. And the third one is the orbit, and this is where the camera just revolves around you, kind of takes you like into that cinematic feel where you are the main hero of the shot. And this could come really handy in different kind of scenarios. Let's say if you're carrying a bag and you just want to showcase your bag and how it looks on you. And it has a bunch of other modes as well, such as the zoom out, 360, cycling mode, indoor follow. But these 3 modes are the one that I use most in my workflow. Now this was all the good stuff, because it also has some limitations where this drone might not work for you. And some of the things that I experienced in my real life testing was this really windy kind of scenarios. Because as you can see, since it's really lightweight and small, it kind of really fights against the wind, which is not really ideal for any kind of static or not moving shots, because it constantly have to adapt to the wind and kind of have to move back and forth, left or right. Second limitation that I found out is the smaller flight times. And again, since it's really small and it's really lightweight, you can't really pack a huge battery over this drone. That's why we are kind of limited to 15 minutes of kind of maximum time. But if you have a pair of these, then you can easily run up to 30 minutes in total, which usually works for me because all of my b-rolls are kind of like in small sections. So I just, take a shot, turn it off, and I can just keep shooting for at least like over an hour. And some of the scenarios where this drone absolutely work is for the solo creators who try to record themselves without any secondary help. Because let's say if you're like a travel influencer and you just travel alone, then this will come really handy to get all kind of cinematic shots by yourself. Or if you're someone like me who does a lot of indoor shoots and want to capture a unique angle of whatever you're trying to do, then this comes really handy because you can fly in like different kind of place where it's really hard to get your tripod or anything like that to set up, and also takes a lot of time. This works really well because it takes no time to set up. You just keep flying and it takes the shot and you're pretty much good to go. I want to know which category you guys belong to where this drone would really make sense for you. Let me know in the comments. So in my opinion, I think this is a part of the shift, because in the past, drones just used to be a one thing, a hobby. But now we just have so many different categories: a professional drone, mini drone, a self-flying drone. That's really fascinating to me. And I feel like for the solo creators like me who just records everything by themselves, I think this self-flying drone industry is going to keep growing. And if you've been on the fence to get a drone one for yourself and you were never really sure if it's going to make sense for you or not, I think this one is definitely worth a try. So I'll put my discount code and link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. And if you enjoyed this video, then also check out these other videos that I think you'll also enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.